Good afternoon. Welcome to Environmental Engineering and Earth Sciences. For this video, we're going to talk about some of the things that environmental engineers do, what you might see as a career or your graduate school path once you leave the program with a degree. So it's a good profession. If you look at any of the statistics associated with salaries, workplace happiness, things of that nature, environmental engineering always comes out near the top of the lists, and things like U.S. News and World Report. It's a good job, and depending on where you go, your mid-career salary will be high, and you'll generally be very, very satisfied with your career according to what gets written about it. We break our market into primarily three areas: consulting, industry and utilities, and obviously government and regulatory. Consulting is where the vast majority of our graduates will likely go. That's because there are the most jobs available there. But if you think of things like water, wastewater, solid waste utilities, energy utilities, those are places where we'll end up, as well as government. And you might even think about a career in law that goes along with that regulatory environment. Now, drinking water, fresh potable drinking water, something we don't need to think about much here in the United States or other developed nations, but a lot of developing nations actually have to worry about day in, day out as one of the biggest areas of environmental engineering. And if you think about it, we look at a picture here of Great Lake Hartwell where we get our water for Clemson. It takes quite a lot of science and engineering to make water from that lake potable in terms of the microbiology and the chemistry, so you students can fill up your water bottles anywhere on campus and not have to worry about, what you're drinking. Now, one a lot of people don't want to think about is wastewater treatment. What do we do with the waste that is generated in food or through human waste or in our showers? But that is a huge field in environmental engineering, and it's an ever-changing field. If you think about it, we can't look at wastewater as pure waste anymore. We have to look at it as a resource. We're trying to recover energy, phosphorus, nitrogen, sulfur, anything we can as a resource from wastewater. So though it has very, very traditional roots in environmental engineering, and it's something that, around the world is not the same level of infrastructure as shown in those photos, it's a really exciting field and one that you'll learn quite a bit about in our program. Environmental remediation broadly encompasses cleaning up contaminated environments: surface water, groundwater, contaminated aquifer, soil, oil spills, metal hazards, metalloids, radionuclides, explosives, energetic compounds, anything you can think of that poses a hazard to human health and the environment. Environmental remediation and how to clean that up using chemistry and biology and physical processes, the engineering of it all, is something we do. So you're going to learn quite a bit of basic sciences that will lead into environmental remediation in those upper level classes. Obviously, municipal and hazardous solid waste is something we as environmental engineers need to deal with. Average person in the United States generates 5 pounds per person per day. And even though we've gotten a lot better at things like recycling and reuse, there's still a long way to go. And we need really, bright young minds that are not tethered by the ideas of the past to come up with new ways to deal with solid waste, as we have an ever-growing population, not only here in the United States, but around the world. And then finally, things like air quality, air pollution, and sustainability. Sustainability sort of links into everything: water, air, energy, all of it. But air quality and sustainability tend to go together very well, because if you think of air quality, that might be more of a global issue. And sustainability, what we leave for future generations and the inputs and outputs of a system, those are things that might have more of a global as well as regional scale. So we've got great classes and research going on in both air pollution and sustainability, and you'll see those during your time here as well. So, again, we hope you'll join us in environmental engineering and look forward to seeing you in all of the classes and research that we're doing. And if you have any questions about things available to you, just let us know. Thank you.